As buildings age, eventually the question becomes, is it cheaper in the long run to stop mounting ongoing maintenance and instead build new? Well, as the law enforcement complex ages, officials are having those conversations about the facility. KQ2's Chris Fleck has the story.
For nearly 40 years, 365 days a year, 24/7, the law enforcement complex has been run through the ringer. So now the question is, to the public and administration, repair or replace? Built in 1985, the facility is turning 40 next year. With that milestone comes costly, ongoing maintenance and outdated technology and workspaces.
Originally, it was built for just over 100, and we have double bunked to add double the capacity. So the facilities are not designed for that.
An exploratory committee of Sheriff Puitt, county commissioners, and directors of entities working in tandem with law enforcement was assembled to examine cost and feasibility of all the proposed solutions.
Yeah, we've had a couple meetings with the sheriff. We've had a couple meetings with some architects. We've had a couple meetings with other personnel on what needs to be done and what the ideal situation would be for incarceration for somebody. All of it's laid out on the table. Everybody's sifting through it, trying to figure out what the best thing is.
The primary focus, according to Sheriff Puitt, is safety, security for citizens, law enforcement, and inmates while complying with federal and state laws and case law. Most importantly, the committee is determined to find long-term solutions that are not obsolete by the time the facility is completed.
I always struggle with trying to make sure that, obviously the citizens aren't caught off guard, that they understand that we're doing this for the right reasons.
It is theorized by Puitt that a long-term solution would better serve the taxpayers as opposed to wasting money on short-term fixes that would ultimately require spending the same amount later to replace the structure.
It may sound like a bargain at the time, when in reality we're wasting resources that those resources could be put toward a long-term solution that's not going to be obsolete.
He hopes this decision will foster continued public trust in law enforcement in our community. As the thoughtful debate continues, we'll keep you up to date on the details. For KQ2, I'm Chris Fleck reporting.
While it's agreed that the Law Enforcement Center does need upgrades, the exact plan for how those upgrades will come to fruition is still up in the air. County officials welcome public input on this project.